And there's the mirror image. No Sheik? Yeah, I suppose no. Oh no, Sheik is playing. Sheik is playing. And we'll probably see him later on, most likely in the semifinals, if all goes his way. So, creeping. Gets a claws. Skutt over here gets the ring. Do typically feel like nowadays we see undeads scout immediately and like go for a greedy camp if they're able to. Like I almost feel like the Acolyte Scout, even though it messes with your 5th ghoul timing, is worth it just to have a reaction to what the Orc does. Are they harassing? Are they playing Farseer? Are they playing Blade? And then you can just creep a lot greedier. Especially on other maps, like you think, for instance, like Northern Isles, you scout that they're creeping with their blade, like the green, and then you just creep your Expo instantly, right? Or in this case, you creep like the shop instantly. You know, Concealed Hill, you just pull the lab and creep that as your second camp. I'm not sure what the greediest creep would be on this map, maybe going for the consumable here, but I do think scouting, whether it be really early with a skeleton or with just that Acolyte off the rip, is pretty good. But maybe not on this map in particular. Just a thought. Just a thought. Just a thought. Headhunter. He could fight. He could trade here 1-for-1, most likely. He's going to lose one Headhunter, but most likely could clean up a ghoul if he actually fights. Oh, another surround from Skutt. Alright. Certainly going to lose a ghoul, but the grunt is well worth it. Will he lose 2 ghouls? Oh, nicely microed. Denies the grunt. Alright, guys. That was a Headhunter and a grunt for a ghoul, obviously favoring Skutt. And he could still get more, and we're certainly going to be seeing a Dark Ranger second. If the pressure wants to continue. He's going to get a 3rd Headhunter. The skeletons just need to attack, and it's coilable. And yes, coilable is a word, by the way. Ooh, crit. That's the last coil for now. Blade, by the way, some sick items with boots. He could chase down some ghouls. And that's absolutely what he's going to do. Almost a coil. 1 mana! Oh. Okay, so that's 2 ghouls for 2 Headhunters and a grunt. Shadowhunter on the way. Probably tier 3 eventually. And will Skutt go for the Dark Ranger? I think at this stage, because he's not really in a position to keep up the pressure, level 2 DK, no coils. Well, 1 coil. You know, he's all the way back home. I feel like just going tier 3 and getting a later Lich. Probably the better idea than continue the pressure, and that's what he's going to do. He's potentially level 3. I wouldn't be surprised if he was like 2 experience off level 3. Does feel like it's going to be. Third goal. Nice. Okay, yeah, he is. He's, oh, 2 experience. Do I know this game or do I know this game? But that illusion didn't get him. Level 3? Oh, the tower must have killed it.
Player's forces are under attack.
Nice creeping from the shadow. The Lich and the DK go across. DK did get level 3 from something. And Sushi, in order to defend this, if he does run into these heroes, is going to have to be, excuse me, really, really aggressive. Early in the morning, everybody. Still need to get hydrated over here. But yeah, he's gonna have to like probably speed scroll into the heroes with a Hex and try to like force a defensive coil before the Nova comes off, or he's gonna lose just 5 headhunters. He doesn't even have 5 headhunters. Here's the 5th. Okay, there's the aggressive Hex. I feel like going for the Lich is the better play though, because if the Lich is running away, he's not gonna be able to get the Nova off. If the coil's used defensively, he's not gonna be able to kill more headhunters. But he loses 2 and has to leave. Huh. What tricks. This tier 3 is so late. It feels... I mean, it's later than the Undeads. Orb, Frenzy, Statue in Destro form, and a 3rd hero, no doubt, will be a Dark Ranger. Reinforced defenses is missing. I mean, if you're in a great position and you're not worried about the timing, reinforced defense isn't necessary, but if you in any way cannot hold the timing, reinforced defenses is the only way you don't just lose the game. From the Bell Trolls, what's up, dude? Thank you for the 27 months. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough, not an impossible hold, but tough. He needs to fight with the burrows. The Blade's gonna be able to do a lot. Kodo hasn't eaten, but I appreciate patience with a Kodo. Yeah, this Blade's putting in work. Oh yeah, really putting in work. He's running low on health, but still has a potion of invulnerability. The issue becomes, as the Blade drops low, so do the images. No, he broke his own invul with the mirror image. But he's holding. He's holding. He's losing everything, but the heroes are going to carry SushiCore, and the TP is forced. If not, the DK would have been hexed and possibly killed with the Destro being gone. SushiCore holds with just the power of Blade. Is Blade mirror image really good? Because I feel like every time I see it, it just owns. The items help, but I mean, these aren't the most unachievable items. Orb, Circlet, Boots, all purchased. Mana Stone, repush, the happy classic. Wand of the Wind. Notably bad against Mirror Image. But can always be used in the Shadow Hunter.
A player's forces are under attack.
A lot of things still missing for SushiCore as well. No TC, no Reinforced, no upgraded Kodos, no attack upgrades on the Headhunters. Just because he hasn't had enough Headhunters to really justify it yet. I feel like once you get at least 4, though, you can justify +1. So much extra damage. Just creeping from Skutt. I feel like it was a weird thing. Like, Skutt TP'd so they didn't lose his hero, but he still sort of had map control. So even though he was forced to TP, he could take the more valuable camps. Through Shadora. There's the silence on the Shadow Hunter. Wand of the Wind on the Blade, the correct one, because he devoured the other 2. Shadow Hunter. Oh, he could have killed it. It was dead if he Coil Nova'd there. Perhaps. I might have been wrong. I'm pretty sure it was dead if he Coil Nova'd. 45 versus 33, but back to the defensive position. No Reinforced still.
forces are
Can you believe it? The burrows. The burrows. Remember when reinforced burrows weren't until tier 3 and every player... Oh, surround on the Shadow Hunter. Wait a second, Hex? That's gotta be GG. What I was gonna say is, remember when reinforced burrows were tier 3 and every player would just mass magic damage in every matchup? So I kind of snooze those ads. They're both around 1900, but as I said earlier, Skutt is probably better than that if he's active, right? And Skutt shows it here. Gets the W. Nice game. And Skutt will move on, everybody.